Hello, I'm Shashi Tharoor and my latest column is on the women's cricket watershed moment, what people are calling the 1983 moment, when the entire country exploded in joy and celebration at the victory of the women's team in the World Cup final. What was amazing was, of course, that the narrative of Indian women's cricket up to then had been a very, very different one. There were so many obstacles placed in the path of women cricketers. The team's journey to the final itself, they lost 3 games in the group stages, all close defeats, but they lost. And there were sharp and cruel accusations that the players didn't deserve the facilities and funds the BCCI was giving them. People recounted earlier incidents when a BCCI president told a former Indian women's captain, "If I had my way, I wouldn't allow your women's team to even play cricket." That was the kind of patriarchal negative attitude and hostility the women's game used to face in India. But the team survived that. They had to fight for existence rather than for excellence. But they survived and they thrived, and now they've reached global dominance in this fabulous game. To my mind, all the challenges these women have overcome is what I've talked about here, how the game has now got democratized. You've got small town India represented in the winning team. We've got all sorts of challenges facing the girls that have been overcome because there has been now an audience base after the team reached the final in 2017. There's TV viewership and there's a tremendous amount of financial support coming to them as well. The training support has improved. There's now the women's IPL. There are more opportunities for women's teams. And when you saw a crowd of 50,000 people at the final in Navi, Mumbai, that's a direct result of the new visibility and the television coverage that women's cricket now enjoys. So read my column to get more details about all of this, how women's cricket, having fought for decades against internal resistance in the BCCI and external indifference in the public, now is at a watershed. And I think the day will come when this moment is recognized as the moment when Indian women's cricket began its own path towards a half century, I hope at least, of global cricketing dominance. Good luck to the women in blue.